Hey everybody, and welcome to another update video. For this section we're going to be taking a look at my kind of comedy type movies and leading into a little bit of sci-fi type thriller stuff. So yeah, let's get straight to it. First we have In-Betweeners Season 1 and 2. Really fantastic British comedy, really funny stuff. I got into this series, I think when I was still at school and went into college. It was one of those shows I think everyone, teens, you know, that stuff, and even adults, to be honest, were really getting into and really enjoying and laughing at. And it's some relatable characters, you know. It's just these type of things that you can see teenagers doing and talking about and swearing, and just, you know, these type of things on people's minds, and it's really great. And I love the comedy, I love how realistic it is, and just the characters are really fantastic and funny, and just they're fantastic. And it's an 18, and it is for a reason, to be honest, because I mean, some of the things that do happen within the show, I could see happening in real life, and I could believe it could happen to some of my friends or to myself or something. It's that type of show, to be honest, and it's really great. The first 2 season box set, I think I paid on like £10 for it, worth every penny. Really funny stuff. Of course, I do have the season 3 also. That's the last of the series. Season 3 was, and that was a good way to end the show. It was kind of a happy ending in a sense, and it's just really funny. I really enjoy it. All the characters are fantastic. All different personalities, different type of you know, they have their own charm and their own kind of comedy style and where they act to certain situations. Really fantastic stuff. If you haven't watched The In-Betweeners, I recommend more for the American audiences. I definitely recommend it. It's a really funny show, and it gives you the sense of the British lifestyle, in a teen lifestyle in a sense. It's quite good. I recommend it. I've been told they're doing an American version of In-Betweeners, which I'm not 100% upon, but I don't know. We'll see. Of course, to end it, we do have the In-Betweeners movie, which was a big hit, of course, in the UK. Reaching big box office numbers, well, for a British film as well. You know, it made quite a bit of money, more than they thought, and it was at cinemas for a very long time. Considering it was just a summer movie as well, it makes more sense. Really funny movie, really fantastic, and you could watch the movie without watching the series. That's what I like about it, and you know, it's even better if you do watch the series on top. Really funny stuff. Got the Tudor Special Edition, all the extras and all that stuff. There is an extended version on Blu-ray, but I have seen it, and there's not that much difference, to be honest. Just a couple of extra little bits, but I'm not that bothered. It's really I like the theatrical version anyway. It's just as funny. I like all the extra stuff as well, which is really cool. Of course, yeah, the Pussy Patrol. That's so funny. Great stuff. There's so many great moments and quotes and stuff in it. So yeah, I definitely recommend the In-Betweeners. Next we have Hangover. Don't need to say much on this. I think everyone knows how funny this is. I watched it at the cinemas. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was hysterical. Really funny. One of the best comedies I've seen in a good while, I think. Well, modern day comedies anyway. Really funny stuff. There you go. Of course, there is an extended version on Blu-ray, which I have not seen. It's meant to be an 18, but I'm trying to figure out what would make that an 18. Maybe more sex references or something. I'm not 100%, but I don't know. The comedy's really funny. The characters are really fantastic, and it's a great laugh all around. I have watched part 2, but for me, I thought it was pretty much exactly the same as the first one, but just didn't do it as right, to be honest. I'd probably get it if I saw it cheap, but I'm not that bothered, in all fairness. I think the first one was better. And so yeah, they are planning on doing a third movie, but I hope they do something different. You know, we'll see. Next we have Pineapple Express, the Tudors extended version. Really funny movie. Yes, Steph Rogen and all that stuff. From the creators of Superbad. I found this really funny. I actually really enjoyed it. Characters are great. The soundtrack's great, and there's so many great quotes and lines and stuff in it, which I was really enjoying and laughing at, and it's great. I think there's some really great moments in it, and it's a bit of a kind of a mob chase type movie in a sense. You know, they're on the run type thing, and there's a couple of scenes which you just don't expect coming, and just it's outrageous, and it's great. It's just really good stuff, and it's quite violent as well. It is an 18 for a reason. You know, it is quite violent. You know, some of the scenes leading up later on. It's got a bit of dark humour as well, which is always good. Of course, this is to the special edition, the extended version. The extended version is very good. You get all the extras and all the lead scenes and stuff all in it. The extras are really funny as well. I love the Comic-Con interview. That was really funny. Good stuff. Good stuff. Next we have My Cousin Vinny. Absolutely hysterical movie. I showed this on my video sponsor video I recently done. My Cousin Vinny, I seriously recommend Cousin Vinny. If you have not seen it, I recommend you go and watch it. It is hilarious. Great casting, great soundtrack, and it's kind of like a misleading type comedy type thing. You know, these some characters are mishearing everything, and it's just so funny. It just works so well, and yeah, it's just great. There's so many great scenes and some laugh out moments and stuff, and it's good. I recommend it. I mean, old comedy. It seems to be old comedies that seem to do the best and type of stuff, and that's what I like about it. It's great. It's good stuff. I was hysterical when I first watched it. So yeah, My Cousin Vinny. Check it out. Next we have Meet the Parents, Special Edition, and Meet the Fuckers. I'm not going to say too much about it because it's obviously big, everyone knows about it. Really funny comedy. I like the situation, I like the humour. It's definitely adult, and it's kind of like, obviously you're meeting the parents, and you know your daughters get married and all that stuff, and you just getting to know him, and you're just trying to read him. And I love the fact that Robert De Niro is like an ex-CIA agent, and he's just kind of reading him and puts him in a lie detector test, and you know, I love this line. He calls him fucker all the time. It's so funny. It's great. And he's like, but you had a line, fucker. I love that. It's so funny. You know, it's great comedy. Ben Stiller's hilarious, and there's some great moments in it. Kind of a bit of a disaster in some scenes and stuff. I think the Meet the Fuckers was really funny also. That was really great. And I like it's a drama comedy as well. And great casting, great stuff. I really enjoy it. Good stuff. Yeah. And of course we have the third movie, Little Fuckers. It was okay. It wasn't as good as the second one was, but it's still funny. I still laughed at it, and I still enjoyed it. I think it wasn't sure what it wanted to be. I think it was going a lot of different directions, and it was trying to do the same sort of similar things as the first two, but didn't do it as right. I love the fact they have kids, and not the fact that there's like new problems going on, and Jax can't really do what he used to do, spy work as he used to do. But I love the fact of that. Casting's really fantastic, and yeah, there's some good moments. There's some annoying bits, and there's some comedies that really don't work, and there's some bits which are like a bit, yeah, I don't really buy that, or that wasn't funny at all. But yeah, it's an overall good comedy. I enjoyed it. Next we have Nothing to Lose. This is an absolutely hilarious comedy. Really great actors. This is kind of a buddy cop. Well, I won't say buddy cop, but buddy kind of situation type movie. You know, basically this guy has found his wife sleeping with another person, and he basically just goes on a kind of goes a bit nuts and just basically shoots off. You know, and basically this guy is trying to rob him as he's just found out this information. He goes, "Oh, you picked the wrong guy." It's so funny, and they just goes from there pretty much, and they get caught up in a series of events, and it's just great. It's just a really funny kind of comedy, and I really recommend Nothing to Lose. If you want a good comedy, interesting situations, and a good twist at the end as well, which is really great, and some great scenes. I like it. You know, I love that security guard in the movie. He's so funny, just the way he dances and all that stuff. That's great. Great scenes, great scenes. Nothing to Lose. Next one, good comedy. Yep, Stephen Martin and Eddie Murphy. Absolutely hilarious. Really funny film. What I like about this is it is a con movie. It is. I like the idea about it. You know, I like the idea that this guy wants to make a movie, and he hasn't got a shot from a big blockbuster company yet, so he has to go out and find actors and writers that will basically do it for nothing, and he wants to make a movie. You know, he wants a good script, he wants a solid script, a good original idea, and he has it, but he hasn't got the money, and he wants Kid Ramsey, this Eddie Murphy's character, to play him, but he doesn't want to. So what they do instead is film his scenes what he was doing in everyday life. So when he comes out of his own kind of house, they would film a scene and pretend it's like an actual scene in the cut, and basically he's lying to most of the actors and people working with him, and just filming him, just following him, and just walking up to him and just saying their lines, and he wouldn't know what the heck's going on. He's just reacting on the spot, and it's just so funny, and it's really well done, and I really like the idea about it, and it's a bit more into the filmmaking business and stuff, and it is really, really funny, and I really enjoyed it. I laughed so hard at so many scenes. Extras are quite good as well. Take's hilarious. Eddie Murphy's great. Stephen Martin's great. I recommend this movie. It's something a little different. Next we have Swimming with Sharks. This is Kevin Spacey. Absolutely fantastic movie. It is a comedy, but it's also a dark comedy as well, and he goes very, very serious later on during the movie. If anyone's watched Horrible Bosses, Kevin Spacey is also in that. He plays the same character as kind of the character in that movie and in this, the Swimming with Sharks, and backstabbing, two-faced revenge kind of thing. He really shouts at them. He really basically rips into people, and he really just destroys people's kind of ability to think and all that stuff. And it's really fantastic, really good, and his character's really fantastic, and it's like, I think it's a good title, hilarious and disturbing. Yes, it is that at the same time. You're gonna laugh so hard at some of these scenes, and you're gonna be shocked by so many other scenes. The ending, whoa! I was not expecting to see that coming. When I saw that ending, I thought, Jesus Christ, I wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't. So yeah, I recommend Swimming with Sharks. It's a fantastic comedy, and it's also really dark kind of drama at the same time. Check it out, see what you think. Next we have The Ref. Absolutely hilarious. Dennis Leary, he's really funny. Kevin Spacey getting it again. Absolutely hilarious movie, really funny, really dry kind of comedy. If anyone's a fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm, that's the similar type of comedy, situation type comedy, which is really great. And Kevin Spacey and his wife basically on the edge of the divorce, and they're basically bickering and arguing with each other, and he's basically the guy who just wants to get, he's just basically kidnapped him to try and get a green light or something. He's like, shut the fuck up, seriously. He's getting really pissed off because he wants to get picked up, he wants to get the heck out of there. He's just robbed his place, and he's got these two marrying couples bickering and all that stuff, and he goes from there, the events take place and stuff, and all things happen, and he has to work with it, and it's just so funny, and the ending's really great as well. I really like the ending. And there's so many great scenes. It's so it's relatable in some respects, like family dramas and relationships and stuff. And it is really, really funny. And there's some great scenes. And there's also a very naughty Santa as well in the movie, which I'll leave that to your imagination. Yeah. So yeah, The Ref and stuff. Next we have, speaking of Bad Santa, we have literally The Bad Santa. This is really, really funny movie, outrageous, really, kind of twisted humour, very, sexually explicit type of humour. It's got a type of edge to it, and basically this character, he plays a drunk. He's a bank robber. He's kind of like a mall robber. He robs the mall once a year, and he, takes the stuff, sells it on, and makes a bit of money. All that stuff, and of course another year, another time, and it's just great comedy, really, really funny stuff. They are making a second one apparently, which is quite surprising. I didn't think they would make a second one, but apparently someone wants another one, so we're getting one, which I think will be pretty good. I like the ending, so the ending's quite funny, and so it's quite sad. And there's some great drama bits as well. It is a comedy, but it's also got some really great characters and scenes and stuff, and the ending's really good, really emotional. It's a bit of a drama as well, which I like about it, and it's done right. I like it. It's like Bad Santa. Next we have Big Nothing, another great little comedy. David Schwimmer and Simon Pegg, really funny stuff. Yeah, I recommend this movie. This is dark humour. This is dark humour, basically situation type. If anyone's a fan of Shaun of the Dead or maybe Hot Fuzz and stuff, I think you might probably really like this movie. It's like kind of a style of making and stuff, and it's really funny comedy, but it's also really dark at the same time. And there is a lot of murder. That comedy gets away with murder. Yeah, there is a lot, and it is quite violent at times. There's also situations as well, like, you know, here's the plan, we're going to do this way and this way, and he goes very, very wrong from there on. It turns into a simple kind of robbery, ransom type thing, and then just goes from there and just gets out of control, and just so many great scenes. It's really black comedy type of thing, and it is smart and funny and all that stuff, and it's fantastic, really good stuff. The ending's quite good as well at the ending, and it is a quite, it's not a typical ending, it actually is generally good, and I really, really appreciate that ending. So big enough, and check that out. And also, if you plan on watching it, watch it until after the credits. There's a little bonus scene as well, which I recommend you check out. It's quite funny. Also, we have See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Classic kind of Richard Pryor type movie, Gene Moore. Fantastic comedy. Obviously, one's deaf, one's blind. Hilarious, and they get caught up in a kind of a murder kind of investigation, and that's just so funny, and it's just done right. The comedy is done brilliantly, and the two characters are just so funny and likeable, and just Kevin Spacey's in this movie as well. It's one of his early movies, you know, and great casting, good soundtrack, and just some generally good comedy, and it's really fantastic. I laugh so hard at this stuff. It's one of the kind of nostalgic movies I watched ever since I was a young person, and love this comedy. Good stuff.